Alright, hello. Quick mic check here. Alright, we're all good. Let's go. Alright, so my apologies for anyone thinking that I was missing for the first round. Everything disconnected. So, that's not handy. But we're back. And we're in round two. Moises got very close with the submissions towards the end of round one. Got his grappling off. But didn't get any submission finishes. So, back on the feet so far though in round two. So what I was going to say before I got cut off completely. I was at PFL, or well, this is what I was saying actually before. It's good to be back and all that there. Um, Literally this time went to my first ever MMA show on Thursday night. PFL Dara Kelly took on JJ Wilson. Shout out to him by the way. And what an event! It was my first ever MMA event, and the whole thing in itself is just unreal to be at. I've obviously been to a lot of boxing shows. That was the first ever MMA one, and I said on my uh, other live stream, which disconnected. I've obviously had my criticisms of the PFL in the past, but this time they actually this time the event in itself and the way that the media speaking firsthand was treated was unreal. So big thanks to the PFL for having me. Yeah, it was a great event, unbelievable event. I mean, the stuff on there was crazy. I mean, we had everything. I mean, there was everything on there. It was back and forth wars. It was nearly comeback wins. I mean, brutal knockout of the year contender, future stars, rivalry settled, flipping live walkouts with singing and everything. It was class. Oh, well, that's not what it's. Okay, never mind. Oh, that's sort of the whole thing itself was unbelievable. So shout out to the PFL putting on that event, and once again, thanks for having me. I mean, got to talk to a few of the fighters after as well. We got Owen Solifer. Shout out to him, by the way. He seems to be turning out. I think he's really going to be a special talent in the years to come. So shout out to him. We're currently in round two here. There's a minute left to go, but not much is happening. Young is winning this round though. Nice 2-1 from him there. And promising from him, he wins his second fight against another opponent who was also good at submissions, and he chokes him in the first minute near enough. They trade left hooks there, Moises and Young. Oh, huge right hook for Moises. Oh, one again. And then what else on there? Keelan Lochran, great submission victory. Then we have right hand, knee to the body, but Young slips, gets out with a head kick. Great submission victory for him. Dane Garnett, knockout of the year contender, spinning elbow, KO. I've never seen anything like that real in live in person. It was exactly pretty much like Laurel Murphy's one. Brutal KO. Then we had the co-main and the main, which again, Grace McKay settles that long term feud, I suppose, with Lahore or something. Oh, huge right hand misses for Moises, something like that. My bad if I pronounced that wrong, because I think I might have. Good round there for Young. And then we had the main event, which was Dark Alley stepping in on short notice to take on JJ Wilson, who was a great or was a great fighter. I was going to say replacement there. He wasn't the replacement. He was the one fighting, supposed to be fighting Paul Hughes. Originally, Paul gets injured. Speedy recovery to Paul, by the way, great guy. He gets injured, unfortunately, pulls out, and JJ Wilson fights Dara Kelly, who's never been defeated in MMA overall. A 9-0 as an amateur, a 9-0 as a pro, and JJ Wilson over there with American top team knocked him out in 37 seconds. That's pretty impressive. Really good body kick, left hook, knocks him out cold. Brutal finish. Really good win for JJ Wilson. interviewed him after, so you can check that out if you want to. And the other interviews are up as well. Some of them might be in the shorts category, they're not the longest. And, got talking to him a bit after the actual interview as well, and he's really sound. He's a great person, so make sure to follow him already if you haven't. But PFL was a great card, but round three underway anyways. Let's go. Nice job there from Young. Right hand to the body, really. I mean, Moises with that right hand is literally just about missing sometimes, and he's loading up on it heavy. There's a nice 1-2 for Young. And it's currently one piece right now, I'm pretty sure. So, yeah. Got to get on threads these days to get the UFC broadcast. Great takedown defense there from Young. Nice job, man. 1-2 to the body. Uppercut. Really sneaky shot there. Nice one. Nice job. Oh, huge 1-2 for Young, and that one stunned Moises for a second. Oh, I forgot the. Young walking Moises down now. Go. Great sprawl there from Young again. Change something quickly there. Oh, we're chilling now. Nice. What a sprawl again from Young. He's going to go for ground and pound now, is he? Or is he going to stand Moises up? Going to stand him up, I think. Oh, Jason Herzog's back. He hasn't been around in ages, surely. I feel like I'm missing a few steps here. And blood on the face, the nose of Moises as well. Really get him walked down. He looks. Oh, nice elbow. But Young definitely has the momentum at the moment. Looks more composed and there, looks calmer, more confident than walking forward at the moment. Really nice right hand again from Moises. Been some huge shots from Moises with that right hand, but I don't know if it's his chin or if Moises' power isn't maybe affecting him. But Young has tucked the punch as well, so nice oblique kick there from Young. Circling into that right hand, though, you might want to stay away from that. Oh, hey, left hook from Moises stuns Young for a second, then Young fires back with two hooks. Looking sharper in this round. Nice double jab there, Young. And again with that jab. Oh, huge right hand. Down goes Moises. Ground and pound now for Young. This is going to be it over if he doesn't smother his work here, which he nearly did. Hold on. Nope. Stand him up, man. Stand him up. Forget about that ground and pound stuff. He's cooked. Huge ground and pound again from Young. He needs to watch his leg. Get him up. What's he doing? He has him hurt. He's just standing there letting him rest. Get him up. What's he doing? Alright, yeah. Herzog step in. Young's literally dancing. Moises is lying on the floor getting a free break. Young's dancing. Like, hit him again. Right hand. He had him cooked. Like, he needed to stand him up earlier, though, probably. There's another right hook. Moises is stunned here. Young can definitely get this finish. Probably stop playing about. Nice job there from Young. Pretty much every time he hits him, he near knocks him off. Uppercut. I'm calling that, by the way. It's prediction, not a call. Huge right hand over the top has caused a knockdown. Left hook now for Young. Young, mate, stop taunting and actually just finish him. Trying to aura farm right now. He has the finish in his hands. Now he gets tagged with the right hand. And again. And double jab now from Moises. Oh, huge left hook over the top from Young. Really nice boxing from both of these two. Right hook now for Moises. Really nice leg kick from Young. Way right hook from Moises now. And a left. And two from Moises. So yeah, Young pretty much is fumble to finish. Like, won't. Like, he's just stopped throwing. Nice 2-1 from Young finally. Nice two left hook now. Elbow from Young. Huge right hand back from Moises. Again, Young just takes it. Oh, crisp left hook. Moises stunned again. Young, you gotta finish this fight, man. Knee! Oh, that was close. Jab now from Young. 2-1-2. Misses. Right hook from Moises blocked. Moises pointing to the centre now. Oh, huge right hand from Moises. Front kick from Young. Left hook, right hook, left hook, left hook. Oh, shit. Two left hooks, or left hook, right hook, left hook, head kick combination from Moises to end the round. He definitely lost that round, though. He's lost that fight 2-1. Gotta stay hydrated. Usually with water, but yeah. Could just treat myself for the moment. Great fight there. Young fumbled the finish, in my opinion. He was too busy dancing. You know, Moises is very slippery on the ground, very hard to catch with ground and pound in the first place. And Young just kept going for it. He should have stood him up way long before he did. Probably would have got the finish then, but he didn't. And then 40 seconds left in the round, he stopped throwing. So that was interesting, but Moises is probably going to lose that one. That should not look like that, or am I? Go. I think that one is for Young. We're going to find out here. Let's hear a decision. Alright, so here we have it. Um, Young gets the victory. I thought he was actually about to get robbed. Split decision victory there for Young. Should never have been a split decision. There we go. Age Young gets it done. G Money, as he's nicknamed himself. Wait out real quick. He'd have fumbled that because he taunted when his opponent was clearly unable to get up. That would be crazy, but he didn't. Lucky though, man. He should have just finished that. Then, hold on quickly. Up next, Jasmine Jasudavicius takes on Karine Silva. Got a nice matchup there in the women's flyweight division. Number 9 in Silva against number 7 in Jasudavicius. And I feel like I'm definitely not saying her name right, but I tried to say it right multiple times, multiple times in my prediction video, and I just fumbled it. So I just go with the way I remember it. Sounds well, it sounds off when you look at the name, but trust. We got a nice 5-fight main card tonight. Obviously, 6-fight main cards end later, and that's not what we want. So we got a nice 5-fight card tonight, the way it should be. Some good matchups on here. We got Mandel Nalo after the next bout, which I mentioned. We got Mandel Nalo. He's taking on Jay Herbert. Herbert, who's obviously a pretty good kickboxer, mostly known for dropping Ilya Taporia with a head kick in his career, but also then getting brutally knocked out with one of the Nazis' combinations in UFC history. So the good comes with the bad. Do you know what I mean? Or the other way about. I don't know what way that thing goes, but we got Kyler Phillips after that in the co-main event taking on Charles Jourdain. I'm actually hyped to that one. And then the main event, obviously Gilbert Burns taking on Mike Malott. Jasmine Jazz, uh, close enough. I've got it. Got close. How many of these guys are actually Canadian? Las Vegas is Jazz Urdu. Yeah, close enough. Then Nalo is obviously Jordan is, and then Mallet is. No one there was Canadian in that fight, but good fight to start with the main card. Yeah, so as I was actually gonna say, I seen Ben Whitaker get the win earlier on, and I actually tweeted that there was no point in that fight. Maybe I haven't been his biggest fan in the past, but I actually think he's pretty solid now. I think it was questionable when he was still fighting people that were really low level, and he was like taunting and all. It's like your Olympic silver gold medalist. Like Andy Cruz is an Olympic boxer at a really high level. Obviously, I think he was gold, and he's 7 fights in fighting for world titles. So you know, I expect high or I suppose I've met Andy Lee and stuff. Really sound, really great coach. So I don't want to sound disrespectful. I'll explain the point. I did already in the tweet, but I had like because of his background and look when you see him in there, I know how sharp he is. You can see that it's clear as day. He's so sharp, really good first round knockout, which he should be doing to these people in my opinion. So it's good that he does, but I think that these matchups, I think there really is. It's time to step up now. And it's time to get that show going. But then he's fighting in America and he's doing his debut on the Anis Sayas card, so I don't really know if we're going to get that step up. But I think he's ready for it. And look, there was the potential for him to step in as the late replacement for David Morrell in in the main event whenever Callum Smith fell out. I would have liked to see that. I understand that probably would have been a bit too early though. But the reason why I said there's no point in the fight is because I know he's better than those people. I know he's going to win like that. He's just way too sharp. And good that he got it done how he should have. But obviously, I expect highly of him. And ooh, I believe he could do really good. He looked really sharp in there tonight. So we'll see how he does. But I think he's going to be good. So no disrespect in that point. But I already know he's better than that. You know what I mean? I'd like to see him in something competitive next. I'd they have speed at WrestleMania. See this post fight speech here from Robert Valentin. Rest in peace to his mom. That's sad. He got the win though. That's good. Dedicated it. So proud of him for the win as well. See here, a quick report from Paul Brown. I think he was in or at PFL Belfast. I probably seen him. I just can't remember. I don't know. This is my first time seeing all these people, so I don't actually know the name to mass of the person for quite a lot of them. But see here, PFL obviously streams all their fights on YouTube at the moment, and or at least in the Europe region, anyways. and PFL Chicago, which is the one. Is that battle against? I think that might be battle against Elbin or Eblin. 5.6k views. I don't think I was PFL Chicago actually. But then we have PFL Belfast at 235k views. Please come back to Belfast PFL because there's actually no hope of the UFC doing anything either over here. Like it's so cooked, right? Like the only time it was ever gonna happen was when they had Conor McGregor, and whenever he was in his prime, they never even come back here. So they're not gonna come back here with Ian Gary, but then they'll go to Canada with Mike Malott. Like it's actually a joke. Like when it comes to March, there's no denying it. That worldwide on the 17th of March or in around that week, that Paddy's Day is the most famous celebration going on at that time, unless I'm missing something. And every year the UFC go to London around that time, which is it's like not like they have no Irish fighters, and they do have the opportunity in the Three Arena. It's been done in the Three Arena before, and the Three Arena has so many fights hosted in it, and they have Irish fighters, and they have quite a few of them, and they literally just ignore it. Like, now we're going to London. Tegler O'Murphy versus Evans or Edwards versus Usman 3. Like, it makes zero sense not to go to the Three Arena or to the SSC Arena. It doesn't make sense these days, and if they weren't going to do it with sort of a prime Conor McGregor, it really doesn't get your hopes up. They're going to do it with Ian Gary. Do you know what I mean? And they could do, but like I feel like fights are really big in America, obviously, and the UFC is probably biggest over there. I feel like once things get sorted, it would be really cool to actually bring champions to their countries. Like I know there's a lot of stuff happening right now. We don't get into that over here. This is for fights only. But in due time, it would be really cool to see champions go back to their countries and fight, and defend their titles there. I know they do it in Brazil a lot, but with the likes of I don't know Taporia in Spain, for example, or Pereira in Brazil, like I mentioned, they usually do it over there. Then you could have what are the champions right now? Well, how am I forgetting it? The champs. Vulcan Australia is another one they do all the time. Van represents. Does he represent a different country, or am I thinking of someone else? Anyways, obviously there's reasons why you couldn't do certain fighters in here, but again, Shevchenko, Aspinall in England is something they've done. But I don't know, stadium. Like I feel like there's so many big fights can be done. Remember GSP fighting in Canada in a stadium? You know, White doesn't like doing stadium shows, but he'll do the White House and he'll do the Sphere. Like, time to step up, bro. Time to lock in, you know? How about that? By the way, can we talk about these light heavyweight rankings? They're cooked. It's actually over for light heavyweight. We got Alberg out for 9 months to a year with his torn ACL confirmed. He's obviously the champion. Magomed Ankalaev holded by Alex Pereira in his last fight. Alex Pereira, the number 2 ranked, somehow up to heavyweight. Yuri Prohavska knocked out by Alberg in his last fight. Jan Blachowicz beat by Alberg in his last fight, out for a very long time with a knee injury, I think. Clay Roundtree knocked out by Yuri Prohaska. Jamal Hill knocked out by Yuri Prohaska. Paulo Costa coming off a really good win very quickly to the tape. Jasmine Jasvidis is 37, Silva is 32. 1 inch reach for Jasmine at 68 inches and 2 inch height advantage her as well, 5'7". She's the favourite in this one. Reyes coming off that very bad win over who's that? Johnny Walker. Azamat Mirzakhanov knocked out by Paulo Costa. Bogdan Griskov also knocked out. by Waldo Cortez Acosta, was it? No, he had a draw against wrong weight class, by the way. He had a draw against Jan. Maybe that was Jan's last fight then. But Alberg did beat him already, so. And then you get too far, like Volkan Ozdemir, really. Rakic, not a chance. Krylov, folded by Reyes. Walker, beat by Reyes in that horrific fight. Alonso Manifield as well. 14-4 for Jazz Rodriguez. 5-2 is a favourite in the UFC. So, pretty much everyone at light heavyweight has fought each other already, or they've been knocked out already in their last fight. Can't wait to get into the build up on the fight week and stuff like that. The fight month, maybe, for depending on how these things go, for Chimaev and Strickland. I can't wait for the build up to that one. But here we go. Second fight of the card, UFC Winnipeg. Let's get it. Round one underway. Hey. Just a lot of fainting right now from both fighters. Low kick throughout there. Jab from Dazurugas. Right hand. Nice low kick from Silva. Say Hunter Campbell at Octagon side. Goes. Uppercut just missed there for Dazurugas. We both fighters trading there. A kick blocked by Silva. Dazurugas trying to attack the body now and doesn't get anything off. If you don't know, now you know, as it goes, the Dana White saying, make sure to come back for the Fight Night recap episode. Didn't do as well as it did the first time last week, so make sure to subscribe and come back for that. But although it didn't do as well, I'll keep it up. Why not? It's good to do sort of a recap of things. There's been a few things announced during the week that I'd like to just quickly throw in there and get my thoughts on as well, as long with the fights tonight. If you don't know that, now you know, I suppose. Another topic in there, I suppose, could be Dana White's promotion, because that's what they're like. It'll be two randomers, and then Dana White, they're like really good top contenders. You'll hear nothing the whole time, and then you'll just get that video on Instagram. Selfie mode. What's up, fight fans? You don't know, now you know. Okay. Shout out to Dana. Promotion has never been better. Needed the body for Jess Rodriguez. Way trip there. Goes for it again. Gets that trip. Nice work from Jasmine Jess Rodriguez. From full guard right now. Silva not going to keep active off her back though by looks with an elbow there. Great wrist control for Jess Rodriguez. Yeah, but that, like, say watching MMA live, like, this is the comparison I make. 'Cause obviously I watch a lot of boxing, and during fights the only big thing that's going to happen is a knockdown or a big punch. And so like Pedro Tyson fought Can't remember his name, but in that Pedro Tyson fight, or Tyson Pedro fight, wait, Silva's got something crazy going on right now. Got a triangle, but it's not a triangle. She's actually just like a triangle lock, I suppose, with her legs around just Rodriguez, who's trying to lift up. Taking some punches here. What's she going for here? Wait, she's actually got a triangle now. Just Rodriguez got to get out of this here, like. But yeah, in that fight specifically, like them two were Tyson or Pedro was getting beat, then all of a sudden he lands big punches, knocking his opponent left, right, and center, and then his opponent just lifts him and slams him. Like stuff like that there was so back and forth or unexpected. Even the sounds. Like a punch is obviously so more padded, but I remember kicks landing at points to the body and you could hear the slap off them. Yeah, it was very entertaining to watch. MMA is pretty goated, not gonna lie. 5 seconds left in that round, like, but whatever. Probably a silver round, maybe. No, hard to score that one. Dana White. The Dana White, the jokes you can make are too easy. Leave it out, Bubba. You could probably recreate his exact speeches. Not gonna lie. I already don't know what's up, fight fans one. Then you have great one here tonight for I don't know. What was the example I was thinking? Round two underway, by the way. There's so nice thinking about. Yeah. Great win here tonight for Laurel Murphy. Or for Evloev beating Laurel Murphy literally 2 against 3. Um just Evloev fight for the title next. I don't know. You can guarantee he's gonna say no, I don't know. He said he's in a good position, or it's either that or he says, I don't know, we don't talk about matchups till Tuesday. Like where you're sort of wrong over. We do not talk about matchups. You do on Tuesday, but we want to know now. There's a nice leg kick from Silva. Oh, both guys missed the 1-2 there. Nice body kick from Jazz Rodriguez. Yeah, pros and cons from Dana. But he's built UFC and MMA overall, so I respect it. Long time in the game now for him. Circling out the boxing, I'll probably talk about this in my video, I think, or in the future, but circling out the boxing should be interesting from Dana because he promotes the UFC itself more than he does individual fighters these days, and boxing's gonna have to be the other way about. It'll be interesting to maybe see get back into the way he was when he had that McGregor star, you know what I mean, and was promoting him the press conference with Mayweather when he was screaming down the mic, they're reigning, defending champion and all this here. Like you didn't see him do that for Tom Aspinall, did you? So this is my point. Or you don't see him doing it for Jan, or you don't see him doing it for Volk. Volk would be the best fighter to do that for these days. Or Chimaev or Makachev. Like you just never see it. But for him to do that in boxing or to actually deliver something, that'd be cool. I think he has to because of the way promotion works in boxing compared to the UFC. Nice back and forth here between Jazz Rodriguez and Silva. Nothing big landed yet. There's a nice job in Silva. Single leg attempt here from Jazz Rodriguez, but Silva's got a really tight 18 standing at the moment. She was going to try and jump the gilly there, shot it to Dustin Poirier, but She's still standing with it. It's tight enough. Rodriguez looks like she's about to break that grip, and she does. She gets out of it. Nice work from her. Need to keep an eye out on the RAF wrestling because obviously, oh, there's a nice takedown for Just Rodriguez. Stuck in the guillotine again, though. This one's actually tighter. In a weird position. She's like off to the side, but on her side. She's got to get out of that, right? Referee's toes in the cage. Referee's saying about toes in the cage. Just Rodriguez gets out just inside control at the moment. Referee indeed did not have his toes in the cage, just to let you know. That's crazy right there. Oh, RAF is on right now. RAF's pretty cool. Such a few things about that. I even had the round timer going all day. We nearly had the perfect round timer this time. Damn. How can I be a second behind on one and crazy? Going at it right now, something wrong with him. But RAF is on. We'll keep an eye on that. Because Rodriguez still on top here. Don't know what she can really work towards from here though. Victory points, victory for Kevin Cronin. Proud to him. Nice work. On the boxing side, by the way. Just in case you didn't know. Trying to find the RAF full card here so I can actually see whereabouts we are. Here it is. Alright, so we're at the wait, that's the wrong people. We are still this is a good round for Just Rodriguez, by the way. We're still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights out from the main event in Circuit against Faber. It's been funny to see your Faber this week. Man, shout out to him. I watched the podcast with I think it was Sean O'Malley and your Faber, and it was a really good podcast. It's a really good podcast and listening to Faber and sort of story and stuff, and that was cool. Obviously, I watch MMA a lot. I know a lot about Uriah Faber and his career and his fights, Dominic Cruz and stuff like that there. But I'm not. I don't know how many people be hardcore into knowing his story, but obviously I know him from the time racing tough with Conor McGregor and the back and forth there, which was funny at the time. And yeah, it was a good season between them there. And it was funny to see him Faber this week, still talking about 10 years later, still going back and forth with the best fighters in the UFC. It was funny to see. But we'll see. I swear he's older now though. Like not the best for him that, but round three underway by the way. That's really just looking to walk forward this round by the looks of it. Oh, great uppercut from Just Rodriguez. Oh, what a level change into that double leg, and she slams her nearly. She gets the takedown. What a level change from Desmond Just Rodriguez. Tell you right. 46 wrestling arm on. Triangle attempt here again from Silva something. Silva stays busy when she's on her back. She's throwing up submissions. She's hitting, tapping shots, trying to throw elbows from her back. It's good work. You like to see that from a fighter. Do you know what I mean? Also seen John McCarthy, was it? I think IRL. That's my first time seeing like an MMA referee that you would see in like the UFC and all. And I seen like the American top team being coached as well with JJ Wilson. Pretty cool experience to be at the PFL and MMA and actually see all that in person. It's crazy. And the whole thing is itself, like, I don't know, it's just such a better atmosphere. Sometimes you walk in there and boxing's just not hitting. Got 12 rounds between two people that you don't know about. There are 10 rounds against two people you don't know about. And you don't really care and they don't hit hard enough. There's nothing happening. But when you walked in there, there was an atmosphere. Almost reminded me the first time I went to boxing. Do you know what I mean? In the crowd, and there was a really good atmosphere, a really good crowd in there. And because we're just talking to work towards a arm triangle here, maybe she's in half guard at the moment. You know, MMA is really a spectacle with the octagon and the lights and the cage and the I don't even know. Everything about it was class. I some unbelievable walkouts on there, by the way. Like Owen Miss Oliver, unbelievable walkout from him. It was a Adele song. I can't remember the exact name. Perfect, perfect walkout with Ryan McMullen singing. Reese McKee out as well. That was unreal. I'm cooking up something. I have some footage that I want to use. You can check that out on my TikTok and Instagram. It got blocked on YouTube, obviously for copyright reasons, which makes sense. If it was just him singing a song, so that adds up. But you know, wait, she's still throwing up triangle submissions here. But the whole thing itself was really cool to be at. MMA is pretty decent. Like it's so much more unpredictable than boxing. Like Dels Rodriguez took Silva down with a really good level change, and now Silva's nearly choking her from her back in some weird position here, but it's working, I suppose. We got a one arm guillotine side now. Ground and pound shots from Dels Rodriguez on top on the back of Silva. Oh, she nearly locked up the rear naked choke. That was close. Silva will submit you with anything for the round end of 10 seconds already. Maybe that's just Rodriguez. I have no clue who wins. That's another close fight. The last one shouldn't have been close, but Gage Young made it close for himself, I suppose. Okay, I might have a one of one name, by the way, if I'm saying that right. Gage. Fair enough. Bam hearts in my own chat. You can't even see them. What is that about? You can't even see them. That's crazy. Do me a favor, YouTube, like show them. Do we pull going? We'll keep it active for the obviously the majority of the card now. We could have seen Gilbert Burns go out and win, but let's hear decision. All right, so there we go. 29-20 unanimous decision victory for Jasmine Jasudicus. Great win for her there. That's probably the way I would have had it as well. Go for her. Did I spell that right first time? This could be scenes, right? Press for right. I don't know if I'm spelling that right. Another fight down. Three more to go. If you're in the chat, let me know who you got in the main event. I gotta start round by round scoring these. A lot of Zuffa boxing people that are in the card now, obviously. Connor Ben could be there. Oh, this is in Canada, actually, my bad. This is in America. Connor Ben be there. I'm pretty sure he's over there right now. Been watching Power Slap with Nina Drama and Dana White. Ooh, we got a promo here. May have turned into a wolf. No offense to the graphics team, but I'm sensing AI here. Hungry like the wolf, 5th of the 9th, 26th. That's gotta be AI. There's no way somebody put hungry like the wolf and thought, yeah, that's tough. Hungry like a wolf would have worked. Van versus Tyra as well. How about that for your co-main event? Mayo Strickland. We got Mandel. Nalo up next. 14 wins, 12 first round finishes. Let's see it, let's see it. He takes on. Where is it? He takes on Jay Herbert. What's Herbert's record, man? He's been about for ages. It's gonna show me here, actually, isn't it? 13-6 and 1, so he's actually 20 fights. Black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. See what he can pull off. They dropped Poirier that one time. It's gotta be mentioned. Poirier showed a pretty good chin onwards, so he has. So that was good work from him. But apart from that, like it's not been all sunshine and rainbows. We'll just say for Jay Herbert, as you can tell, 6 losses in the record and not much stand out. Not much to stand out apart. than the Poirier fight, where he obviously got brutally finished in the end. So this could be a career biggest win for him, maybe. But yeah, Conor Benn obviously signed a new deal with Dana White and Zuffa Boxing, and something very interesting that I thought about, because Dana White is not surrounded by, are not surrounded by people. Dana White, Zuffa Boxing happens. Zuffa Boxing, Conor Benn. Like, it must be weird. Dana White must think, when you sign a fighter like Conor Benn, that if you could go behind Eddie Hearn's back, or well, Conor could take that deal, then surely he would do that if someone else offered him more money for a fight. Dana White, you got to think about that. That is this the Hulk, or am I thinking of the wrong people here? Not the Hulk, but the actor I meant. I mean the that ain't the Hulk. All right, we're back. Quick shout out to, by the way, the Meatball, former UFC fighter, UFC women's star. I suppose she's obviously crossed over into boxing, and she got a 8 round decision victory tonight and looked quite good in there. So we'll see what's up for her next. But you got to remember, in women's boxing, obviously Jake Paul and Amanda Serrano with MVP are trying to lead a change of to this. But with women's boxing, it's 2 10-minute rounds, so she's actually not far off world title rounds. How far she is off an actual shot at a world title, I don't know, but it'd be crazy if she could win one of those. Recreate that meme of her running around UFC London with the with the fake UFC belt, but with an actual world title. That'd be tough for her, or that'd be tough. I mean, difference between tough and tough for her. Like, that sounds like it's something gone bad. Tough, tough moment. And if you phrase anything after the word tough, it doesn't sound the best. Well, in a good way. Conor Benn signs multi-fight deal. I believe it's 2.5 years, 5 fight deal or something. Conor Benn's super boxing deal. I mean, He had nowhere else to go. Realistically, Frank Warren's not going to take you after that. Eddie Hearn's certainly not going to take you back. You're not just going to be able to hang about. Ben Shalom, where are you going to go boxer? And see, that's not happening. He's hardly going to go to Misfits Pro, is he? So, which maybe he should because they're a really good promotion. Um, Conor Ben, as the saying goes, made his bed and has to lie in it now because he's stuck with Dana White for the rest of his career, in my opinion. Jimmy Webster in that video as well. He done the live walkout as well for the ball. Then in here. RAF. We're looking forward to that. I've gained get more knowledge of the wrestling game. Like about got a right hook KO or someone he should have KO'd. Let's be honest here, and he done it well. You gotta congratulate him on that, but you gotta get it done against someone better next. I'm looking to see. What was I saying? Yeah, attack feel. 10 points up on your opponent, I believe that is. What are we saying now? We're just chilling in here. Like I'll just keep talking about other subjects and like try, but like this isn't a number card. I'll be honest. There's no promotion in Gilbert Burns. There's probably nothing promotable about Mike Malott apart from the fact that he's Canadian fighting in Canada. What are we going to talk about? Kyler Phillips here. Charles Jourdain, I'll actually give him credit, is one of the best fighters at social media that I've seen in the UFC. 5 fights finish streak for Mandel Naldo. This is his UFC debut. He's got all 14 wins via finish, 8 knockouts, 6 submissions, and he won his UFC contract on the Dana White Contender Series last year. Let's see him do it in the UFC. Jay Harbert, former Cage Warriors lightweight champion, 4 first round finishes, and finished 10 of his 13 wins and 9 by knockout. What left hook earlier on? Who's that? Marco Barbosa? Or, yeah, yeah. Hit the tape for this one. Nalo, 36, late start for Nalo in the UFC, 37 for Jazvidigas, or Jai Herbert. She was actually that age before. 6'1", 1 inch height advantage for Jai Herbert, and we'll get a few more other things right now. Actually, because the fight hopefully hasn't started yet, and I can still see it on the website. Alright, I can. So, last fight in here now, or did they just do that because of his debut? Um, 2 inch reach advantage for Jai Herbert coming in at 77-inch reach. He's got gold of fur. They might have. Alright. Um, there's a 5.5 inch leg reach advantage there for Nalo. Alright, they just did last fight because it's his debut. Fair enough. Nalo is 14-3, so there's some loss on that record, but a lot of finishes when it comes to those wins. He's fighting out in Montreal, Canada. He's the favourite for this one. Don't underestimate Herbert though. We got the referee for this one. He is in Herzog. How about that? I haven't seen him in a while. Refereeing UFC, I feel like so. Maybe I just haven't been focusing on the subject, but oh yeah, round timer. Alright, round one underway. Let's go. What can you do here, Jay Herbert? Oh, head kick for Nalo early. A really nice leg kick from Herbert, but he loses balance going backwards off it. Nalo missed that head kick, goes to the low kick though. After it, nice job from Nalo. Just about misses that head kick, I think. Jay Herbert literally had to drop down to the ground to dodge it, but I think he might have got away with it. No, he didn't. He got hit with it. He got dropped with the right hand there. Jay Herbert's hurt here. He's fighting back though. Come on, Jay Herbert. Show us what you got. Oh, huge right hand. He goes down again and again. Down goes Jay Herbert. Twice now. You got to fire back, bro. What's this turn away stuff? Knee now from Nalo. Jay Herbert's really hurt. Right hand again. He's going to get cold at fire back, is he? He's running another right hand from Naldo. Or from Nalo. Oh, Jay Herbert knocks him out cold. No way he survives that. He's out cold. He's out cold. He's gone. He's gone. Referee. Referee's head's bouncing all over the place. Jay Herbert needs to hit him one solid punch and it's over now. Nalo's throwing up an armbar or leg lock. Jay Herbert, one solid punch. This fight ends. Get up. Get up. He literally just knocked him out cold and he somehow gets up. Oh my. He's holding on in that clinch. Jay Herbert's got to separate and throw here. Oh, he missed the uppercut. Nalo's really hurt. Left hook now for Herbert, right hand. He was knocked out. There's not much they can put him away, surely. That's got to be something light. Left hook miss for Herbert. He's still wobbly. His legs aren't there at all. Left hook from Herbert. He's hurt again. Right hook, he goes out. Surely, oh my, stop jumping down. Right hand again. Ground and pound again. Nalo's out cold. Oh my, Jay Herbert. Unreal. Got dropped 3 times, then hits him with a pretty much a KO. Somehow Nalo survives, gets back up, and then knocks him out again. First trouble. Sorry about that. I'm actually happy about that because, like I said, with Jay Herbert, I'm not trying to see him go out for his most memorable moment being getting finished by Poirier, but dropping him with a head kick. I'll remember that. Did he land that head kick? I wonder though. Oh, huge right hand. He was colded from that punch, near enough. Somehow survived because Herbert wasn't hitting him with full fledged punches. So the referee let it go on and then gets up again. Let's see this now. Right hand over the top from Herbert, left hook on the chin. His legs go. Left hook, right hook, hands him down, and then more ground and pound shots, but cleaner, harder punches this time. Gets the finish for Jay Herbert. What a comeback. How about that, Jay Herbert? Literally got dropped like 3 times. I was like, please don't go out like this. Gotta get something for yourself here, bro. And he haven't done it. Give a shout out to Nalo as well, though. First fight in the UFC. 36 years of age against a veteran in the UFC now at this rate. And dropped him 3 times. Obviously, it didn't go well for him in the end, but put on a very entertaining fight. So, be good to maybe see him back. Hey, Herbert, though, how about that? What's this RAF wrestling saying now? Anthony Ashnault. Very unique names being discovered tonight. We are still four fights out from the main event when it comes to RAF. UFC, on the other hand, two more to go on the card. Co-main event coming up next. I want to hear Jay Herbert here though. All right, so there we have it. A very hyped up Jay Herbert making his call for that $100,000 bonus. I think he deserves it. I mean, he won't win knockout. He won't win knockout bonus though. That's got to be fight of the night though. Surely, I mean, it was literally 2 minutes and 5 seconds long, and there was three knockdowns for Nalo and two pretty much KOs from Herbert. So that's got to be fight of the night. What's happening in a WrestleMania? Random. Why not? Let's check it out. Oh wait, hey, why is he back? Is this the main event? Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. This is some OG shit right here. Promo for next week. Aljamain starting takes on Yusuf Zalal. What is happening? You ever see the chokes in WWE and just think terrible? UFC mindset takes over. He's never going to call that. Hasn't got that choke locked in right. What's he doing? It's fake. What a spinning elbow from Aljo in that Ortega fight was nice for. Well, we got to give ourselves entertained in the middle of the UFC Canada. We're waiting for the co-main right now. Hopefully someone else gets knocked out in the first round. We get another Already finished. I don't know how late RAF's gonna be though. I'll be here. What is this? Never working. Never working on a real fight, bro. There's that one guy that had was it the Walls of Jericho? That's a mission. And an MMA fight, and he actually won with it. Oh, that's crazy. Imagine seeing that in the UFC. So, oh, that can't be. Back to where we are. Alright, so we're chilling. Some volume concerns there. Oh, all good. Charles Jourdain is the favorite for this one, although it is close. Got our co-main event at bantamweight. Let's go. And here fights are happening that we can talk about. Try to keep it towards the MMA side whenever I'm doing this because there's a lot of boxing news. Who's this guy? He's a coach, by the way. I'm not trying to. Where does he coach get interviewed backstage? Under Campbell. John Crouch, Heather Phillips coach at the MMA lab in Arizona. That's a that McGahee in the background. Hopefully, that could be him because he trains in Arizona as well, doesn't he? That is him. Shout out to him if it's not. My apologies, but remember him watching. I remember watching him fight Jan. That was a really good fight. Jan obviously took over in the end, but he's champion now, so good display from him earlier on in that fight. Charles Jourdain, he's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, 17-8-1. It's a mental thing in the UFC. Like I think in boxing, it's like, what's your record? Oh, I'm 20. I'm undefeated. What's your best win? The man that works in the shop there got a record of 5 wins and 89 losses, but I beat him 2 weeks ago, and my next opponent has it's something like my next opponent has 10 wins and 20 losses. Like we're building up. Whereas MMA, that can make an undefeated record in boxing very much meaningless. Whereas in MMA, when someone's undefeated, it makes them a really big star. When the likes of Ian Gary and Shavkat, for example, and you have Taporia in there, it makes them a really big star. But then also having those defeats doesn't necessarily matter at times. So it's really cool for fighters, obviously, 'cause it's like a second chance no matter what. I'll be interested to see how that model works in boxing if Dana White tries to implement it with Zuffa. Say, for example, Conor Benn fights Ryan Garcia, gets colded. I don't know who else he'd fight after that. Maybe he goes for gets another comeback win, gets colded after that by Lewis Crocker. another one outboxed by Devin Haney, stuff like that. And those losses start that up, will the interest stay? Because I know UFC is a organization, boxing is a sport, and UFC is pretty much a monopoly in MMA. So it's not that hard to like brand your brand their company as the actual sport, which makes it easier for fighters to take losses and come back and be in the same position. Whereas in boxing, you lose and you pretty much fall the whole way down the system. Do you know what I mean? Because it's so worldwide and there's other fighters, and you lose once and your position's gone. And it's not an organization, so that's sort of, it's tough. But we'll see. Right Hub TV here, Addy Hearn says, "I wish Connor the best, but when you think when you think someone was someone, and they've shown you that they really are not, it makes you question everything they've said." Addy Hearn. Shout out to Right Hub TV once again. That was their interview. I just seen a clip of it. Shout out to Nabality. My voice cut off halfway there, but got an 80-year-old fighting with arm with a 23-year-old MMA fighter. Oh yeah, I see that guy. He's from Scotland, I think. That's the Scottish boxing coach. See him all the time on Instagram. Very, he's older, but he still goes. He still has speed to prefer him. Dead shouting ability, one of the best UFC content creators out there when it comes to gaming side. UFC 5, or hoping for UFC 6 to be announced soon. I'm very hopeful. Maybe that'll be a really good game. I did get very good at UFC to the point where I was like, yo, I'll just leave it. I started playing Undisputed again, to be honest, which, if funny enough, I went Undisputed again in career mode. Career mode's a really big motivator for those games, not gonna lie. Like, gonna create some mad character and get him the best ever. Oh man. Don't know about his comeback. Like, he's gonna be cruiserweight, I think he's staying. Look, he could maybe do something, but with how long that it's been, when you look at the other champions in the cruiserweight division, and look at Al Riley, never touching him. You've got Zardo, I mean, Chris Bum Smith, like all these people you could name would beat Jake Paul and Jai Albataya. Like Jai Albataya, let's be serious with each other here. Like, we got Charles Jourdain making his way to the octagon right now. I'm pretty much just scrolling through. There's an overhead kick, or a bicycle kick, some people call it. KO in a football match. Back to back wins for Charles Jourdain, second most guillotine chokes in UFC history. At four, one of Dustin Poirier's favourite fighters, I take it then. And finished 15 of his 17 wins, 8 by knockout, 7 by submission. So high finishment potential, as we see here. The number 2 UFC lightweight contender, Arman Tsarukyan, making his way into RAF number 8. And the UFC Hall of Fame, class 2017, Uriah Faber, he's also making his way into the building right now. I'm excited to see that one go down. Arman obviously sort of capped away from the UFC title at the moment, we'll just say, and he's really proved himself outside UFC, and he's built himself into a really way bigger star. And it's interesting. He's been at these RAF matches, getting really good wins. See what he can do. I think that surely in due time he gets that title shot, and hopefully that pans out for him. Conor Ben eyes WBC title clash with Ryan Garcia. Um, thinks there's other fights in the horizon. Look, it's something to be talked about probably in a full length video, but I really don't know. I feel like something more dramatic needs to happen with the Jai situation was pretty bad. I don't know what way the world titles is gonna work with Zufa because like let's be honest, it's something that it's a point that I've talked about and Peter Phillips is getting into the octagon at the moment, so we'll obviously get back to that, or I suppose here. One of two flying or one of two triangle arm bars in UFC history, or one of 12 I mean. And 5 wins by knockout, 2 by submission, tough 27 featherweight quarterfinalists at Team Miocic. Um so whenever you think about it really, another reason why it could be really hard for Dana White to get some fighters like the really big stars that are on the cusp of winning a world title, like Conor Ben, or fighting for one, like Conor Ben could be. The reason why it might be harder for Dana White to get those people is, like I said, in another point, people their whole lives are growing up envisioning, I'm going to box this and I'm going to win this in the amateurs and win this to the tape quickly. Phillips is 30, Jordan is 30. Got a 1 inch height advantage for Jordan at 5'9" and a 3 inch reach advantage for Kyler Phillips at 72 inches of reach, 12 and 4 for Phillips, 17-8-1 for Jordan, who's a favourite. Now, yeah, whenever you're growing up and you're envisioning your path, and I suppose it is the same with Conor Ben. Conor Ben always talks about it. The one title I really want, it's that WBC, it's that green belt, give it to me. Because his dad won it. Or you get fighters like they just won amateurs and they really envision everything, maybe the Olympics, and they're like, all right, once I go pro, they were never thinking I want to win the Zuffa title. They're always thinking I want to win the IBF, the WBA, the WBO, the WBC. That's hard to take away from someone that you the potential of never fighting for that title, something they've dreamed of the whole time. When the Zuffa title realistically is not the world title in boxing. Yeah, Pataya holds one, but then there's Zerdo. Other fights out there, cruiserweight. He is the only argument to being the actual full world champion Zuffa can hold right now. But obviously they're only building, so we'll see. But you just can't make that claim. Yep. And it's gonna be hard to maybe in the future someone will envision I want to be Zuffa champion, but that's not the way it's been. That's such a generational thing. Like it goes down to their favorite fighters and everything. Like people might want to be WB. Hold on, let me get a good example here. Might have seen that photo of Mike Tyson with the WBC and the IBF, or you know, want to be WBA champion because it's one of the oldest belts out there. Round one underway. There's a lot of things happening. They might want to win the title their favorite fighter one, but anyways, it's a conversation for a different day. Round one underway. Phillips and Jordan. Let's go. Expecting some nice striking here. Phillips closing in with the jab early. Way. Flying A misses for Jordan. It was a nice job from Phillips going in the single leg now. Gets Jordan down. Jordan going for the triangle here. Or the armbar. Close, but Phillips gets out of that one. Jordan locking up the leg now. Black belt in Jiu Jitsu. Nice work from Phillips there to pass that guard and get into side control. He's working at Kimura now, I believe. Down in the moment. Ground and pound shot. Huge elbow there from Phillips. We could have escaped there, Phillips. Or Jordan. Phillips looking to take the back here of Jordan. Nice trip there from Phillips to get Jordan down again. Bulgaris sitting down here. Jordan now threatening the Kimura though. Isn't going to get it. Arms past the elbow of Phillips. Working his way around, trying to get back up. Phillips back into side control though. That's an insane tattoo on his back. That is crazy. Fair enough. Phillips still looking towards his elbows, back inside control still. Wait, that was a close elbow there from Jordan. Side control again for Phillips. Still trying to work those elbows. Wait, come on, Jordan, you can get out of that, man. Ah, he gets tripped again. That is actually crazy on his back. Fair play, lad. Fair. That would have took days, surely. Jordan trying to throw up another triangle choke here. Oh, he's gonna get slammed. Oh, like a weird hand on his arm there, nearly. Close one, need to watch that. Oh, good work there from Jordan. Just got up in time for Phillips to not be able to take us back. He's tucked down straight away again. Needed a thigh from Phillips. There we go. Jordan finally gets back out to the center of the cage. Back to his striking. Oh, front kick to the face from Jordan. I want to see one of those knockouts, man. No one's been able to do that. I'm like Michael Chandler. Oh, huge right hand for Jordan there on the feet. Knee to the body. What a shot from Charles Jordan. Nice right hand though from Phillips. Jordan's a southpaw. That fly kick again. Left hand now from Jordan. Missed the left hook there. Don't get tucked down again down the round. I mean, it's definitely round one. Phillips, he controlled the whole thing, but he got hit in the feet good. Towards when it actually got back to striking. Got that one out of Phillips right now. Round two about to get underway here. Alright, let's get it. See if Jordan can keep this fight on the feet. You can see already he's caused some damage under the eye of Phillips with the shots that he did land in that round. And he had some blood from the nose of Phillips as well. Body kick misses there for Jordan. Needs to keep the strike, and it was a very wasn't very good takedown defense that last round. Good defense there again from Jordan. Nice body kick from Jordan. Great trip though from Keller Phillips to get down to full guard. Jordan needs to work from his back here and he needs to get up no matter what, not get tucked down again. That is obviously easier said than done. Still threatening that Kimura on Phillips, but he's trying to sort of work his way around. Maybe I'll kick him off or something here, surely. He's going for his own trip here. Actually, great work there. He nearly got that. Straight inside control. No. Half guard now for Phillips. Got to roll him over. He does. Jordan on top now. Getting his back tucked though. Good work from Phillips there. Underhook now for Jordan. Is he going to get tripped again though? He does. He's tucked down again. Elbows now. Very tricky with his wrestling. Phillips. Jordan just tried to get up that time. The Derek Lewis method, just stand. He actually does. Oh, huge uppercut for Jordan there. Single leg, hold on though. Kyle Phillips may be hurt here. He had some huge shots there in the clinch, close up. Still hold on to that single leg though. He gets him down again. Jordan's got to get up. Knee to the body, uppercut now. Front kick to the body. What a shot from Jordan. That was sharp. Throw a head kick or something, why not? Right hand now from Phillips. Right hook from Phillips. Gets it into the clinch. Uppercuts to the body now from Jordan. He's got to separate that clinch. Knee to the body from Jordan. Phillips is either A, hurt or out of breath here. Uppercut again on the inside for Jordan. Huge elbow now for Phillips, but great shots in response from Jordan. Oh, good right hook there from Jordan. Misses that flying knee. See that a couple of times. Oh, what a front kick to the body. Those are hurting Phillips, and I think he's been hurt by that one. Jordan just runs forward. Maybe got a finger in the eye. Fights on though. Very good technique on that front kick to the body. Nice low kick there from Jordan again. Clearly with a striking advantage in this one anyways, Jordan. The nice straight left from him. Don't get tucked down here, mate. Uppercut left hook now from Jordan. Really good kick to the body. If he keeps going to the body, he could finish Phillips. Oh, he just about missed that right hook. And that left hook. There's a hook response from Phillips. Back in the clinch. Jordan's going to get tucked down again here. You gotta break that grip there, mate. You're gonna get it. Please don't get trapped again, man. We're winning this round pretty much. Body lock for. Need the body there from Jordan again. Nice. He separates the clinch. There we go. Front kick to the body. Phillips is going to go down on one of those. Nice low kick again from Jordan. Front kick to the body again. Phillips is hurt to the body. And it's guaranteed land as well. For Jordan, he's got to keep throwing it. Eventually switched to the head. That's what I love to see. Misses spinning elbow. Gets the trip himself. Thought he's about to fumble everything he's ever done in this round. Come on. Misses the spinning elbow. Ends up in the clinch. I thought he's about to get tripped. He does it himself. Gets Phillips down now. Knee to the shoulder is crazy. He's probably going to look for a guillotine here, is he? Oh, knee now from Jordan. Right hook in response from Phillips. Body kick from Jordan. Oh, they're both trading huge shots here. Uppercut now from Phillips, who's going for the takedown again. Good work there from Jordan. Front kick to the body, mate. Trust. Yep, he does again. Come on. Oh, what was that? It was a jumping switch kick to the head. I think it might have just landed a flying knee now from Jordan. He throws a rolling thunder to end the round. This is what I'm talking about. Come on. 1-1. Can we see that again next round? I want to see a replay of that jump and switch kick. On one even now. You could be looking at a third round finish here if you're Charles Jourdain. He locks hard to the body every time. Jourdain lands that front kick, so we'll see. We're waiting for round three to get underway here. Who wants it? Nice front kick to the body from Jourdain. It feels like his kick to the body is more impactful than the jab back he gets hit with, even though it's a nice shot from Phillips. That guard is so open to that kick to the body. Nice right hand though from Phillips. Get more bounce with it once again. Front kick to the body from Jourdain will be perfect counter for that. 1-2 there from Jourdain. Missed the front kick to the body that time. Oh, nice job. Nice left hook from Phillips though. Good boxing there from Phillips. Jourdain's just walking him down at the moment. He can throw a jump and switch kick again if he wants. There's a nice straight right from Jourdain. Or from Phillips, I mean, he landed it twice. Front kick to the body, right hand. Trade there. Great level change from Phillips. He's going to get Jourdain down here. Needs to build back up this fight immediately. He can't lose this fight by being sat in the ground the whole time. Obviously, that's not by choice, but fair. Gets back up. Phillips still got the body lock. He's got to break that. Phillips going for the trip again. Stand and bang, man. You've literally been winning the strike in this round, Phillips. Let's go. Keep it up, man. Break the clinch. Great work from Jourdain there. Huge uppercuts inside from Jourdain. Elbow now. What a shot. Head kick Charles Jourdain. Front kick to the body. Come on. How do you let him beat you on the angle like that? That's crazy. Um, Good right hook there from Phillips. Right hand again from Phillips. Great uppercut from Phillips. Left hook. Jumping kick to the body. Front kick to the body now. Both from Jourdain. Using the boxing, so he needs to keep up the kicks, but once again being outstruck by Phillips. Flying knee. Into a takedown though from Phillips. Into the octagon as well. Might be cooked here for Jourdain. Jourdain still threatening that Kimura. He's actually used it to move his way back over to the cage. They're going to build back up now. Phillips going for the trip, doesn't get it. Jourdain hits a spinning elbow to break the clinch. Great work there from Jourdain. Level change. Or from Phillips, I mean. Got on the face of Phillips. Jourdain's got to get out of this clinch. Nice trip from Jourdain. Gonna throw a head kick that lands to the body, a front kick to the chest now from Jourdain. Blind knee, that one nearly landed clean on the chin of Phillips. He's pretty much going to shoot a takedown every time Jordan does that. Pretty bad cut over his eye. Elbow now from Jordan. That one hurts Phillips. Front kick to the body. Jordan's got to do something big here at the end of this round and get this win. He's hit with a load of right hands and a left hook. Lands his own combinations back though. Body kick. Tuck down again. Get back up. Yep. Uppercut on the inside and again from Jordan. Break that clinch, man. Elbow from Jordan. Front kick to the body. What a shot from Jordan. Jab from Jordan. Don't get tucked down. There's 10 seconds left. Stays on his feet. And he lands something here, man. Forget about the takedown. Head kick. Spinning back fist miss. Throw him thunder. That would have actually been a perfect opportunity for it. He actually hit it. Oh my. As soon as I said that, he lands a rolling thunder to end the fight. I don't know who gets that one. That could be a Kyler Phillips fight. Oh my, he landed the rolling thunder. Yeah, probably Phillips. I do not know though. He landed the rolling thunder. That was crazy. I've never seen that land before. That's actually funny. I've never seen one of those land before. Where are we at the RAF? The Kobe Covington in the crowd. Who's now being referred to as an RAF cruiserweight contender. Got no one on the mats at the moment in RAF. Let me hear the decision. Charles Jourdain was not holding his hand up or anything. Wins by 29-20 unanimous decision and looks shocked. That's crazy to see what he says. Third win in a row now for Charles Jourdain. Says it wasn't his best performance, but gets the crowd hyped up in the end for the main event coming up now. Oh, there he is. The BMF champion, the former UFC lightweight champion, the Bronx, Charles Oliveira in the crowd tonight, UFC candidate. There's the AI promo again for the White House card. Like Dana White looks like a UFC 3 character in this. Poirier defending his title that barely even says world on it. Poirier's boxing is stupid. Like Justin Gaethje stepping out of a helicopter. This is genuinely what UFC 6 is gonna be like, and it's gonna look this promo's gonna look so bad when it comes to looking back. There's Poatan. Got two different haircuts near enough. Gerald Gann. You could tell they were like make it believable, but come on. We see the wee like layout here, which is good. Like I said this before. I'm not really, not really. I'm not American, so I just care about the fights. But I suppose if you're American and you like the White House and all that, there, you'll be excited for that. I feel like everyone just cared more about the fights that were really hyped up. Like I suppose it'll be a cool spectacle if you're American and stuff, but I feel like people really just cared about the fights. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't think anyone was like anyone's like, oh, I don't even know. No one was like gonna, like I said this before, no one was trying to watch that. Like no one would have been watching Gilbert Burns versus Mike Malott. Like they wanted the fights. It was the White House, but I'm saying no. No, because clearly I'm here watching it. Nice. Still can't believe that comeback from Jay Herbert. Conor McGregor visiting Dana White. That could be interesting. Still not much update on him coming back. Very mixed opinions, obviously. But see what ends up happening with him. It'll be interesting. Who won the WWE? Alright, main event coming up. Great time to have the main event. You already got Randy Orton hit the referee with an RKO. We'll be serious. Be doing stuff over there these days. Like, let's get these walkouts going. A round one TKO here would be beautiful. TKO for Malott, firstly, because I picked him. TKO, secondly, because I do not want to see Gilbert Burns go out cold. Please. Greatly appreciated. We are currently, though. Where there is a wrestling match on right now. and then there's one more after it, and then we have the main event anyway. So these next 25 minutes could carry us through, but obviously still don't know the words half for RF, I suppose. Comes to round timers, but Valencia is currently up 5-0, so he's close to attack field, I suppose. His takedown here. Great work in single leg entry. The locker on the legs gets him down, holds him there. Great work from Valencia there. Round 3 coming up for the RAF. Or the main event coming up for UFC Winnipeg. Gilbert Burns takes on Mike Malott. I've picked Mike Malott for a late stoppage short decision victory. These are 2-minute rounds. See if Valencia can get done here. Quite crafty, this guy. This would actually be annoying though. Ah, imagine like doing this here. Everything's a feint or fake, like just trying to get a takedown. Gilbert Burns obviously put up that very competitive fight with Hamzat Chimaev as well back in the day. Close to that one. Valencia got the headlock the moment. And Clark gets out of it though. Oh, feint from Sinclair. The thing, whenever there's a feint, you pretty much call it a sprawl. Either a feint or you're getting tucked down. Alright, Sinclair gets a point. Out of bounds, suppose of. I got no commentary, so I sort of had to figure these words out myself. One last time, Gilbert Burns, come on. I know I picked him to, to lose, but well, he's been one of my favorite fighters, so sad to see him go out like that. Gotta be in good shape to do this stuff anyways, man. Up and down, up and down. Like those feints that these guys are just sprawling on. That'll surely zap your energy. There's another point for Valencia now. Out of bounds. Out of bounds stuff is get a takedown in here. A great work there from Valencia. Flattens him out. That's gonna be another 2 points or another 2 points for Valencia as he keeps Sinclair down. 10 seconds left in this round. Can he maybe get himself up to 10? 1 point off the finish. Oh, close, close. Great work from Valencia. Oh, Sinclair nearly gets him. Seconds left to go. Sinclair pushes him out of bounds. That's going to be another point to Sinclair. That round ended 8-2 to Valencia. The last round. It is. That's going to be an 8-2 win for Valencia. I believe. Well, Mike Malott making his way to the octagon right now. Valencia's going to win this one too. Pretty entertaining right there. I really like what RAF are doing because they're bringing in fighters like Kobe Covington and Dylan Donis. Obviously, if you're our favourite, Armin Saruki, and most notably, they have Cejudo, they have Merab. Mike Malott, the sixth longest active win streak in the UFC welterweight division at 3, very competitive division. Finished 11 of 13 wins, 6 submissions, 5 knockouts, and got into the UFC on the Contender Series in 2021. You know, main events in his hometown or his home crowd in Canada. What else is happening here with that? Scoring a third round knockout and power slap is actually just brain damage at that point for both of you. Like at least if you're hitting first and you cold him on the first slap, you make it out free. But generally, if you're slapping the head off each other for 3 rounds, it's cooked. You're so cooked. Your brain's cooked. His brain's even more cooked. Like that has to be by far the worst alleged combat sport I've ever seen. It's up there with that thing going on in New Zealand, I think it is, where they just run at each other head first, like bulls, and just actually like whenever you see like two animals in the wild, I think it is bulls or goats even, and they just like head clash. Yeah, they're doing that because they have horns. Humans still have horns. It's not what we're supposed to be doing out here. Come on, Gilbert Burns, man. There is the iconic one of one. What do you call him again? I forgot his first name. Oh, that's not good. Herbert Burns. I think that's his name. The goat in the background. Let's go, Gilbert, man. You be sharper in there than I. Canada, big Gilbert Burns fans by the looks of it. Cameraman fall and the and Whitaker with the walkout earlier. That finish by Herbert, man. Respect. What a comeback. Gilbert Burns. Poirier with some pause footage again. Boxing is just very, very good, isn't it? Like, no way you missed that. Hold on. I thought he hit this. Or did he spear him some other time? I did hit it to prefer. Braun Breaker just about clipped Seth Rollins with the spear after running about half a mile downhill on the ramp. I just missed Gilbert Burns' stats. Too locked in on the fucking Braun Breaker. I can give you some though. Gilbert Burns, former UFC welterweight title challenger, dropped Kamaru Usman in their fight, but obviously got finished in this round later. I believe it was the second round. Very talented fighter. What are we saying? Fought Hamza Chimaev in that fight. Last win though, 2023 against Jorge Masvidal. Gilbert Burns now takes on Mike Malott, trying to break his 4 fight losing streak. Although it's been at the best in the world, Bilal Muhammad, Jack Della Maddalena. Then we have, hold on now, who else was in there? I know that his last loss was to Morales. One more person in there. Who beat Gilbert Burns to the tape? 39 years of age for Burns, 34 for Malott, 6'1" for Malott, 3 inch height advantage, and 2 inch reach advantage for Malott at 73 inches. Gilbert Burns lost to Sean Brady. That was the other fight. Bilal Muhammad, Jack Della Maddalena, Sean Brady, and Michael Morales last time out. Can he break that losing streak tonight? UFC Winnipeg, let's see. I thought Mallet was younger than 31, I'm not gonna lie. Bro's gotta lock in. Has to win this fight. Judges for this one, Mike Bell, Sal D'Amato, and Dave something. Herb Dean is the referee here. Let's go. Mike Mallet, 13 and 2 and 1. Most notably lost to Neil Magny. That's his only loss in UFC. 6'1", 171 pounds. He's fighting out of Font Hill, Canada. He is the favourite in this one. 4-1 is UFC favourite. Well, Gilbert Burns, on the other hand, number 11 ranked UFC welterweight in the planet. He is 22 and 9. Comes in at 5'10", 171 pounds. He's fighting out of Boca Raton, Florida. I think that is, hopefully. Obviously from Brazil. 3 and 7 as UFC underdogs. Not the greatest record there. But I don't know if that was Florida or not, to be honest. This the Burns family in the crowd. Mike Mallet looks to break into the top 15 of the UFC welterweight rankings tonight. Let's see if he can get it done. Can we get some vintage Gilbert Burns? Been out for a year now. He just looked too slow in that last fight for me to pick him, but let's see. Round timer. Come on. Round one underway. Seconds, yeah, man. Literally so close to getting the round timer. Malik gets out of the way of that leg kick anyways from Burns, who's fighting with a lower base in this one. Nice low kick there from Burns. Mallet's all good though. Good back at it. Burns looking to close distance. There's a nice 1-1-2 from Burns. Mallet responds now with a jab. There's a left hook that lands nice for Mike Mallet. Overhand right for Burns. I can see a front kick attempt from Mallet. Got a lower base, his guard's open up the middle. Front kick or uppercut from Mallet will be a good shot. Nice job from him though. Gilbert Burns, that overhand's blocked that time. Falls short on the other strikes as well. And that leg kick. Ooh, nice left hook body overhand combination from Gilbert Burns, and he goes for it again. He actually only landed the left hooks in those combinations, but nearly. Great uppercut from Mike Malott. There's a shot I was talking about. Way nasty hooks there from Mike Malott. Gilbert Burns shooting in. Mike Malott slips on the knee. Gets caught with a body kick. Gilbert Burns does not keep him down though. Low kick there from Malott. Burns going for that right hook again. Sort of the overhand shot for him. Keeps trying it. Probably makes the left hook back into it, but Malott probably knows it's coming by now. Nice job there from Malott. Way low kick from Burns. That one landed nice. Good job there from Malott. Overhand for Burns again. Doesn't fully get through that. I'll see if he lands that flush in the chin. Could be fun. Nice takedown defense there from Mike Malott. Great body shot again from Gilbert Burns. The right hook over the top misses. Double right hand now from Malott and those landed clean. Good right hand from Burns. A exchange misses there from both fighters. Both fighters miss again. I can see Malott with that straight right again. Where that uppercut. Oh, huge overhand right from Malott. Missed the front kick to the head behind it. A really good shot from Malott. Nice leg kick though from Gilbert Burns. Goes to the Superman punch. Let's go. Left hooks from Malott. Jab from Mike Malott now as well. Oh, nice low kick there, Malott. Prospect of getting a pick right is very fun. Hopefully it happens. For my pick's sake and not Gilbert Burns' sake, because I actually do like Gilbert Burns, but unfortunately it has to happen. A straight left for Malott. Head kick as well behind it now. Going for that right hook himself. Gilbert Burns is ready to go to war though, and he's obviously able to withstand a lot of punishment from Hamza Chimaev. There's the end of round one. It's definitely Malott's round anyways. I click Burns in my right, Burns is not who I want to win main event or picked. And again, Morales is stopped. Burns checked out Medellina, stopped him as well, so they good boxing though so far from Malott. Really good hit off the center line, right hook there. Hamza Chimaev has signed with RAF Wrestling. That's crazy. Round two underway have been pulled by Twitter. Alright. Not about the signing, that's real, but I mean, I was too focused on it. Nice low kick from Burns to start the round. Burns going. Burns loves that left right overhand combination. Nice job there from Malott. Boxing really well, Malott. So if he can keep it up, I'd love to see that front kick again. Gilbert Burns keeps fainting, ducking down. I'll say for the takedown, but what a shot that'd be. Front kick. Way good right hand for Mike Malott. Good entry there from Burns, but good defense from Malott. The right hook on the inside though for Gilbert Burns. Nice job from Malott. Burns is guaranteed to throw a left right combination, so you can do anything to disrupt that because it's usually quite big shots as well, like the jab even. Probably puts a halt to it. Nice inside low kick though from Burns. Good right hand from both fighters. Burns comes over the top of his though. Blood from the nose of Gilbert Burns. Been there before probably, I'm sure he's alright with that. Superman punch again from Burns. Isn't that a shot that you see pretty much anyone throw these days, by the way? Good shot. There's a 1-2 from Malott. Hook for Burns. Nice low kick, Gilbert Burns again. And a left hook for him now. Gilbert Burns getting into this one. Oh, really good uppercut from Mike Malott. That one stung Gilbert Burns. Gilbert Burns is hard running away anyways. I don't know. Needs to go back to that uppercut. Huge right hook over the top. Damage to the eye now. Burns swelling and a cut. The left eye. Mallett's got him hurt here. Needs to watch the overhand response, but got him hurt. Good low kick defense from Mike Malott there. Good uppercut again. The right hook over the top. Damage to the face of Gilbert Burns. This might end up being sad. Block that overhand. Nice job again from Malott. Front kick. That was so close. Gilbert Burns is lucky he was throwing there. He threw on his like he's positioning to throw, and he just about got himself off the center line of a front kick to the head. A couple of the shots landed there from Malott. Nice job there from Malott. Heavy damage to the eye of Gilbert Burns. Cut on the other eye as well with swelling. Cut under both eyes with swelling and blood from the nose. They're not bad cuts yet, by the way. Well, the one on the left side is. Great uppercut there, Mike Malott again, and the right hook, but Gilbert Burns responds with his own, and Mallett's backing up here. Overhand left hook misses for Malott. Good entry from Gilbert Burns. Is he going to get this one? No, he doesn't. Good takedown defense again from Mike Malott. He's walking Gilbert onto a counter here. Good job from Malott. Overhand though from Burns. Goes for it again, doesn't get it. 100% takedown defense so far from Mike Malott. Nice job. Great boxing. Nice job from Malott. Oh, close one there. Both guys missing that exchange. Come on, front kick. Burns still moving. Kind of getting those low kicks when he can. Malott just circling, waiting for the shots. Done very well so far again in this round. Nice job. Good reflexes there to get out of the head kick of Gilbert Burns. Going to be an end to round number 2. Another round successful for the Canadian Mike Malott. Malott. Come on. A lot of damage to the face of Gilbert Burns. Really good uppercut in that round. It's a shot I called. A right hook over the top as well. Hurt Burns. Hamza Chimaev with RAF wrestling. That could be really fun because we see how like inactive Hamza can be, so maybe we'll see him more in the wrestling. Paddy Hearn said Dana White backed out of their fight. How did that get there? Oh my. Round three underway here. Let's go. Right hand from Burns now. Footwork there from Malott to get out of the way of those shots from Burns. Nice low kick again from Gilbert Burns. That blood is going to start coming out of that cut under the left eye already. I think one clean punch and that comes out again. Malott fading the uppercut now. Good right hand from Burns. Oh, hey, that overhand is crazy from Gilbert Burns. Doesn't get it. Good entry there again from Gilbert Burns, but what a sprawl from Malott. Nice job there from Malott. 7 takedowns defended for Mike Malott. Caught that leg kick, responded with a jab. And a close off the cage now from Gilbert Burns. Kick. Come on. I'm predicting that, by the way, he didn't land it, but. Right hook for Mike Malott. Gilbert Burns misses his left hook in response. Burns is just falling short a lot with these punches. Huge uppercut, down goes Gilbert Burns. Left hook on the inside now, knee up the middle. Burns is firing back though. Will he get his Jay Herbert moment here maybe? Right hook, down goes Gilbert Burns again. No. Huge ground and pound going in. It's over. It is over. Yep. Arb Dane steps in. And nearly called it perfect. Mike Malott gets the round 3. TKO over Gilbert Burns. 5-fight losing streak now. You gotta think that's gonna be the end for Gilbert Burns. Fortunately. The uppercut. Let's go. What a call. And I get back to my winning ways on my picks. It's about time. Huge uppercut gets it started, and then another right hook sends Gilbert Burns down. We see him put the gloves down here, I'm not gonna lie. He's sad. I've been a fan of Gilbert Burns. Match signed with RAF. Gilbert. I don't know what happened, man, but unfortunately, at a certain point, Gilbert hit a roadblock when it comes to the top of the sport, and you gotta think that maybe this is it now for Gilbert Burns, unfortunately. And if it is, like I said in my video, my prediction video, shout out to Gilbert Burns, who's been a legend. He's never avoided a fight. He put up a challenge to one of the best fighters ever in his prime, in Kamaru Usman, dropping him in the first round of their fight. Puts up very good fights against the current middleweight champion in Hamza Chimaev. Beats Jorge Masvidal, has a lot of good wins in the UFC, and a lot of multiple weight classes as well, and never actually turn down the next challenger. You want to fight Bilal? He's next for the belt. Title eliminator. Yes. Fight Bilal. Loses. JDM loses. Then he fights Sean Brady, another top contender. Loses. Fights. I feel like someone loses in here. The gloves are down. I he's crying, please. Don't. Come on, we do not need a close up of this guy crying. Can we please leave him alone for a second? That's brutal. And obviously Gilbert Burns. Yeah, he is. Ah, shit. Uh, fought fought Morales and another up and coming contender here in Malott. Sad to see him go out here, but that's going to be the end for Gilbert Burns, unfortunately. And even though he kept losing, he never thought of taking an easier challenge and always tried again. And that's what I like about Gilbert Burns and his fight style. Always entertaining. Mike Malott also in tears here. Very emotional. He gets the win in front of his home crowd. The Canadian gets it done. I want to hear what each fighter has to say here. I'm devastated though. Just tell me I'm going to see Gilbert Burns quite in tears here, man. Let's hear what he has to say. Maybe they give Gilbert an interview, hopefully, if he wants one. Looks like Gilbert Burns is going to get talked to here, but very quickly, Armin Sorkin is about to attack Phil Uriah Faber near enough in the first round. 8-0 Sorkin, but let's hear from Burns. Arman Sorkin just drove Uriah Faber the whole way off the stage into there for the crowd. But they're back at it here. So Arman Sorkin just drove Uriah Faber completely off the stage into the commentator's desk, and he is up 9-1. So he's very close to getting a tag feel on Uriah Faber. One more takedown, he's tag feel, I'm pretty sure. Good work from Faber so far this round. Minute left to go. Shout out Gilbert Burns, man. That's it for him. Faber, 30 seconds. Can he keep up? Get tag filled right now. It looks of it. No, they just mutually agree to get up. Nice. Is there any points? Sterling versus Alal up next. Then we have Delamadlena against Prates and the big one, UFC 328. Chimaev against Strickland and Van versus Tyra. We head into round three. Uriah Faber got absolutely annihilated there off that stage. It's crazy. Back at it. Here we go, round three. We're again chasing this finish here. And on a single leg, lifts Uriah Faber over his head, slams him down. There's nothing there though. Faber ends up actually on top, sort of. Sorkin's still on the double. Lifts Uriah Faber, slams him down again. That's a point. Arman Sorkin, and that's it. Yeah, 13-1. That's it. Arman Sorkin defeats Uriah Faber. Tack fail, 13-1. Nice. That was nasty work though when he drove him off the stage. That's crazy. The Hudo versus Marab would have been interesting, but then obviously Marab did him pretty dirty in the in the actual UFC fight they had. So hopefully that was actually a tag feel. I'm not just saying stuff. Like everyone's just hyped up because Hamzat signed with thingy. Like, is it? I don't know why I'm not as shocked by that as other people. Albert man, taking Faber off the mat is crazy. I'm gonna go and do my fight night recap. I'll talk about a few things in there that happened throughout the week. Sad to see Gilbert go out like that. Armin Strickland gets the win in RF wrestling. Nasty comeback win from Jay Herbert. How about that? And yeah, it was a great card. Great fight between Jordan and Phillips. Great grappling fight between Jez Rodriguez and Silva. And who started off the card? Great fight at the start of the card between Moises and Gage. Gage, what was the second name? Gage Young. So, look, it's going to be all over here tonight in SAS Combat, at least for this live stream. Bobby Covington and Armin Surkian facing off here at the moment. Hold on now, because this could end the fight. Lightest trigger, Armin's throwing hands here. No way Kobe's being respectful. Can't tell it before. Kobe's laughing anyways. Oh, Armin going in for the single leg chill on. Right, they dab each other up. Nice. Good to see that Kobe was not about to catch another loss outside of the UFC. The hands aren't circuit. Obviously, we all know what happened last time. But let's go. Been a great live stream over here. Shout out to anyone that's come in. Been great fun. Not the best card in the world, but good fights. I mean, and on paper with the names, but good fights. We made what we got of it. Great time. Once again, we keep up the streak. We're back here this year every weekend for the UFC, and I'll be back next weekend as well. You best believe it. So, no matter where you are, have a good day, night, evening, morning, whatever time it is. Yeah, that's all. Follow everywhere. I'll meant to do some PFL out, and I'm going to be getting something new out. So make sure to check it out as well once it drops. And yeah, follow along for more SCS Combat. All the tags are on the screen: Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe over here. Like anything that you see. Appreciate the support. Let's go. Shout out to Gilbert Burns. What a career. What a legend.